good morning. And the famous words of our Australian woman. I just went blank on her name. I want to say Leah, or she says intrepid viewers. That's so weird. I just lost her name. David Johnson and Rodriguez is her last name. So, okay. All right, girlfriend. Or boyfriends, whatever. So, good morning. Listen, I'm getting a lot of people saying that they didn't particularly feel amped by Mueller's testimony. And I'm trying to understand. I can see that he looked bad and he was tired. He was wiped out. Can you imagine working on a case like this, knowing that there's a clear and present danger to the United States of America, doing the best you can with no leaks, and these crazy people on you like flies to you know what? Because I really feel that he was being harassed too. Come on, dude, you gotta stop this, because the president's really upset and he's bugging me to get rid of you. And I'm telling you, he was under a lot of pressure. But Trump couldn't even tell the truth on the written answers. So I don't care what anybody says. And if you believe a word that I say, know this: Trump is nervous. And it's not about being impeached. He's nervous because there's other stuff coming out. The impeachment part that's bad for him is their ability, once they begin doing this, to get information, not having to jump through hoops to get information from him. So, and here's the other flash I had right before I turned this on. And I've told you guys this before, jumping ship. There's a bunch of, like even a senator, I think today announced she wouldn't be running for a second term. She's one of the ones that had interviewed Hillary Clinton during the Benghazi thing. And, you know, like I got this email or something from a person, you know, I'm still going to get hit by people that love Trump. Oh, Linda, you're probably reading it wrong. It's Hillary and Obama and everybody that's going to get arrested. Nope. No, but you know, you got to let people think what they want to think. Like this, I read a client yesterday that loves Trump. And, well, she really likes him. But you guys, I read people all over the world, and I've read for some people that have actually been there, that know him. And if you knew what I knew, your hair would be sticking straight up. Or maybe not, because you guys kind of know he's sort of a lowlife. So it's not that some of the things he's doing wouldn't work. It's just that he lies about what time of day it is. And he's accusing the press of, he's working like a Stalin or a Hitler. He wants to discredit. Now he's talking trash about Fox News because they released the numbers and he was going to lose by 10 points to Biden. And so, you know, they're nothing but crap. So anyway, but you know how it is. You either have to kiss the ring or you're crap. But, you know, he's nervous. That I can tell you. And our guy Mueller is very happy this is over with, but he also is very worried. He wasn't joking. He's worried. He's worried about what's going to happen. Russia is in the middle of our stuff. Not just Russia. I feel North Korea. I even feel China. China doesn't really like him. You think they wouldn't work on his behalf. But Putin is smiling. He can't stand Trump. He thinks Trump is a putz. But he likes the fact that we're all fighting. He likes the fact that we're, you know, he likes America in tatters. He likes this race war that's going on. So, yeah. Get ready to rumble. There's a lot of stuff coming up. So, somebody wrote me and wanted me to ask about a woman, last name Johnson, I believe. She used to be Jane Doe. She was the one that went to court and then pulled her case, who had been part of the Epstein and Trump issue and had been assaulted. And apparently there's some witnesses, people that can say, yeah, we were there, you know. So somebody just wanted to know, will anything become of this? So let me take a look. Last name Johnson. Plus we're going to look at that Boris guy too. I had a flash after I told you guys, yeah, I saw good news, but this is what, okay, let me just go with Boris since I can tell you real quick what I flashed on, and you will see later. I flashed like the whole Brexit thing, which I'll look at in a minute, but like he's going to kind of do crazy stuff like Trump. He may even start this Brexit thing, and all of a sudden the UK economy is going to crash. That's what I saw. Or it's caused such a commotion that the confidence just straight downhill. And then I see him having to leave or being removed. So he's not even going to be in office very long. That's what I saw. It's not like he's already kind of cray-cray, thinking of crazy things, which some people find refreshing, but when their pocketbook gets affected, he's gone. Okay, so tell me about Johnson, the one that was filing the lawsuit. Now, this person that asked me about this said that she had removed her lawsuit, but I tried to Google it and I didn't see that I saw she removed it one time, but I hear now it's there. And I think New York is holding on to it because they're considering her a good witness towards the Epstein thing. So let's take a look, see. What will be the outcome of Johnson? Yeah, she's still upset about this. She comes in, here's that woman. She has a woman attorney. Okay, so it does go to court. Justice will be served, you guys. Ooh, she's gonna make some cash off this. Justice will be served. A lot of people will have negative opinions of her because they love him. But the outcome is that she's almost like a hero. Like everybody's toasting her. So, but I do see people working against her too. Because I guess they threatened her life. Some other little girl ended up being missing. And they said that they got rid of her. So if she didn't, you know, wise up, she was going too. Okay, so then that leads me to Epstein. Because he was found, he's on suicide watch, and a lot of y'all were asking me, so what's up? What's going on? Hello? Epstein did that to himself. He's looking for sympathy or some way. He's a little, let me take a look at him, but I'm feeling like he's overwhelmed. This is the cold brew, just with cream, and then I put my sweet and skinny in it. Woo! It doesn't taste that good, but it wakes your ass up. And when I was a nurse, I used to go up on the floor and just grab an IV pole and say, come on, just put it in. Just pour in that coffee. Good times, good times. I was a lot thinner then, too. I worked my pachikas off. Okay, Epstein. What can you tell me about Epstein? What can you tell me? What's going on with him? He's really, really sad. And I see bigwigs around him, part of the people who are part of this, kind of behind the scenes helping him or trying to help him. Because they don't want him, oh no, there's nothing he can do because they got the information. I just saw, ooh, they got a whole stack of stuff. He's knowing. I guess they're getting ready to let his attorneys know what they have. He's really nervous. He does want to die, but he's too chicken to die. He's just kind of like he'd have been one of those ones that murder people. I mean, he's got that kind of pathological energy going on. What can I tell folks about Epstein? He's feeling like his world is falling apart. Yeah, he's like stuck. He knows he's in trouble. And he wanted to die. He just wants to go away. He's battling. He's losing money hand over foot. His fortune changes. And now he's in the Ten of Swords. He's going to get hit. And a woman works against him. I wonder if it was that woman we were asking about, or it's a different woman. Yeah, the demon is upon him. He does not look good, you guys. All that partying, all that stuff he thought he was indispensable is going to catch up with him. Yeah, he's, and there's a man that's going to go against him too. That could even be Trump. That's Trump reversed. So it's like, you know, I don't know him. So now, will something actually come out about Donald Trump? I think this Johnson girl is sort of a key. But let's look. Well, is Donald Trump in trouble due to the Epstein thing? Because we know he's in trouble due to other things. But now, you guys, you got to have faith. If you could feel what I feel right now, the kind of the excitement, because everybody's all upset about the border and he's getting that $2 billion. I was kind of relieved. I'm like, good. Well, I'm telling you, don't even worry. Everything he does is going to be reversed. He's acting like king for a day because he wants something with his friends in SCOTUS. But when the big stuff comes up, like you can't do that to me, I'm president, I'm untouchable, it's not going to, I see Roberts working against him. Not even wanting to. He just has to vote according to the law. What can you tell me? Is anything going to happen to Trump because of Epstein? Let's look at it that way. Is anything going to happen to Trump because of Epstein? Yes or no? Is anything going to happen to Trump? He's worried about it. He's worried about it. Ooh, Barr's in the middle. Barr's going to try to prevent anything coming out about Trump. They're going to say, not now. You can't do that now. I see Trump putting out some cash towards this too. So the cards are saying yes. There's a card that tells me yes. And that means yes. So, but I feel it's almost later. Like Trump might already be coming out of office, or it's not. Hold on. Somebody's just talking to me. They said the trafficking issue. It's not necessarily about this girl. It's about trafficking. He might be tied up in the trafficking. There's so much that we're going to find out about the underhandedness of Trump. It's unbelievable. And the made-for-TV show that they'll have, I hope Robert De Niro plays Mueller. I wonder who would play Trump. So anyway, yeah. His ability to gain respect or anything, like I said, the common denominator with him is hate with the people that love him. They love to hate. And I just see everybody. I see the people in the Congress and I see people in the Senate, these Senate guys like that Jim Jordan, jumping ship, trying to act like, oh, I don't know him. Let's look at Jim Jordan because he just irritates the bejesus out of me. Jim Jordan. So we understand that they're saying now that you knew about these young boys. Are you? What's going to happen to you? Jim Jordan. What's going to happen to you? Jim Jordan. God, he was so rude to Mueller. Did you see Mueller shake his head like, you know, too bad he wasn't like Al Pacino in the one where he danced, where he was blind. I'll take a torch to this place. It was wonderful. And it's just too bad that he didn't, like, you know, too bad he couldn't have me there. I'd be like, straight up. I'll meet you outside. Or click. And when they knew they could run all over him, did you notice they did it even more? Because they're bullies. And they're nobodies. And they're bringing up, oh, they said this fraud, this witch hunt. What part of Russia's in our, intel, everybody says Russia's in the middle of our country. And what part of that is a fraud and a witch hunt? The only reason they're saying it is because how dare we question Trump? What's going to happen to Jim Jordan? I'm trying to see him even. He's kind of a big blowbag. This affects him about the thing with the schools. I see that affects him. So what's going to happen to him? Ooh, sitting up in bed with the swords behind him. I don't know if he has a child or if he's got a wife and kids, and one of the kids is going to have a baby. I see a baby coming. His money's going to turn upside down. Yeah, the angel of light and mercy standing here, and he's going to be standing before the throne, sort of, you know, having to bow down. Now, is it because of his job, working how he works, or is it because the courts get him in? The courts are going to get him in. I just heard that. He's going to have to go before a judge. And they're trying to put, like, there's nothing to see here, but there is. So that's going to make his levels of confidence go down. People are going to say, get him out. But I see money. I see him having to pay money. Okay, now, so we did Jim Jordan. And while I was doing Jim Jordan, I wanted to ask, because McConnell voted no on protecting our voting. I feel states doing it more. I feel like the states say, we're going to take care of our own people. Like maybe even paper ballots. But I see the states doing something else. So McConnell, he just took a bunch of money from the voting machine people because they knew that he would block them. It's so obvious what he's doing, and he really does not care. Somebody was saying that he's doing that because he knows he can still run things. I don't see him running anything. I think he's totally blowing it, because when this new election comes up, I see people coming out in droves, Russia or no Russia. You saw what happened in 28. Everybody in our neighbor, Russia couldn't handle the numbers that was coming out. So it just feels like the United States of America stands up, does the tower, gets rid of the bull. It's like we're moving forward. America the beautiful again. Everything this Donald Trump touch is gone. But I see McConnell doing the walk of shame. And I'm not saying that to try to make you guys feel good, because it's really tough energetically to kind of be gleeful of someone else's downfall, even though they hurt so many people. But I see him doing the walk of shame. Just like Jim Jordan, I saw him in court not being able to handle the stuff that's about ready to happen. It's really going to be movies on this. Let me tell you, people are going to fall flat on their face. So tell me about McConnell. What can I tell people about McConnell? What's the final on McConnell? He doesn't even like Trump. He does not like Trump, but he goes through the motions so he can get... McConnell is not going to do good. Now his is more, he might even have to serve jail time. And he's going to get sick. So he's going to get sick, and he's going to be, it's not going to be very good. He'll be sitting up in his bed worried, as he should be. Right now he thinks he's king for a day. He's really full of himself. And justice will be served. And his wife is in trouble too. So just give it some time, you guys. Don't worry. Might even be by October, but sometimes I'm so dead on with my time frames, and then sometimes I'm off. But I see Trump going down, and as I said, it's almost like Trump is tied with a rope to these other people, and he's pulling them down with him. Okay. And I see Barr in the middle of this Epstein thing. I see him trying to figure out what's going on. But I also see that people, major intel, major workings of the United States of America, the heroes, so to speak, are watching this. And energetically, they're like they have a game plan. Like they know that they can't trust Trump. He couldn't start a nuclear war if he wanted it right now. They know he gives out secrets. So something's getting ready to happen. And I see intel watching him. I don't see them taking him out, but they see them maybe even feeding something so Trump hangs himself. Okay, so people, you guys were asking me, I guess there's a bunch of helicopters going through Washington, D.C., and y'all wanted to know what's going on. It feels like, okay, thank you. It feels like it's some sort of like, what is it that they do when they're practicing? It's sort of some sort of practice. Trump seems to know what it is. And it's like they just, or they gave him a story and he says, oh, okay. Like they're practicing something. Like maybe they're waiting for a big fallout. Like maybe, and I know Trump gets tons of death threats, but we don't want him dead, you guys. You do not want him killed while he's in office. Do not wish for that. You do not want that. But I see like the military is practicing, or they bring in those helicopters because they're checking something out or how they would play out something. Okay, so what can I tell everybody? What can I tell everybody? Why are those helicopters going through Washington, D.C.? Trump knows about it, so it's not something Trump doesn't know about. Oh, this is interesting. There's a lot of swords on this in the Justice card. I guess they're assuming something's going to happen, and they're placating Trump because I wonder if something will happen and they know they'll have to remove Trump. And there's a woman like Pelosi standing here. Remember I told you they knew he was clear and present danger. Maybe they're acting like they're just doing these because Trump doesn't feel like oh yeah, this, but there's nothing untoward planned in his head. Like he's just thinking it's some sort of practice and he kind of digs it. But in a way, they have something under their sleeve, which probably is us. They'll just say, oh, she's just a psycho. But I can see it. I can see it clear as day. And it's nothing, it's not like they're going to kill Trump, but it feels like they will maybe come in because some sort of threats are going on. And it could even be from another country, but they're looking at something. And there's a woman standing here and it looks like Pelosi. I hope he's not going to try to start a war. Let's just look real quick. Is he thinking about bombing Iran? This thing in Washington, D.C. is not for Trump. Trump knows about it, but it's nothing for him. It feels like they're working with somebody else. Tell me about Iran. For Iran, they're desperate. Well, there's people, foreign people that are even plotting and planning on doing something to Trump. For a while here, I haven't seen war. Let's just double check it. Here's that woman again. Here's a battle of words. I'm not seeing war. If anything, I'm seeing things calm down. It could be because somebody has to go, or there's something here that they know, just hold on. It could even be that Intel told them, look, we know he's a whack job. Just hold the bus because we're in the midst of working, or we're going to do something. Because I never felt Trump would be impeached. I never felt, there's somebody, I think, somebody told me they thought he'd go to jail. Maybe he does, but he's ruined. I did see that. So maybe something's getting ready to get released and they're waiting for the fallback, you know? Because you know how the Trumpsters are. Don't you dare touch our king, our Russian king. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it at that, 24 minutes. I will talk to you again. I'm going to have Sterling on. We're going to do a video, but he'll be talking. I think he's next week. And Kim from Intuitive View is going to be a guest. And I talked to Melissa today, and she wants to come back and say hi. And I think I have some other stuff planned, but... Oh, and then we got the, probably next week, we will have the Sedona trip going. But it's going to be less people. It's only going to be 50 and 50. So, but it's going to be 2 separate weekends. We'll stay up there the whole week, but, so, looking forward to that. So, but we haven't sorted it out yet. And we don't know who the teachers are going to be, but I'll be there. And Tana will be there. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.